Pranam. Welcome to Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Today we are very fortunate to have the association of His Grace Arjuna Sakha Prabhu, who will be sharing the nectar from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto number 6, chapter number 1, Sloka number 19. Prabhuji, over to you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna Arjuna Sakha Prabhu. You can start, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Am I audible, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakhyurunmilitam Jenam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaiham Dadati Shapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Jutapad Sri Gurun Vaishnavanshamsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Nidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Shavadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakha Nitansa He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gourangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Mancha Kalpatarubhishya Kripa Sindhuvaevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandot Pranam.
Dandot Pranam Prabhu. Prabhu, can I share the screen?
Yes, Prabhuji, you can share the screen. I given the co-host rights.
Okay. So I'm unable to do that. Or if you can do that, Prabhu, nothing like I'm unable to do that.
Okay. Just a minute, Prabhuji. I have to open my laptop.
Right. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tado Jayat Madhure Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangulangayate Girim Jatkrupatamaham Bande Sri Guru Dinatarine Nastapradeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatir Uttama Shlokir Bhaktir Bhavati Nastiki Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we are discussing Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, chapter 1 and verse number 19. Sarkrit Manha Krishna Padaravindo Nivesitam Tad Gunaragirya Nateyamapasha Pratta Chadat Bhatam Sapne Api Pasyanti Hi Karnanishritam. Although not, so I'm going to translation as well as the purport. Although not having fully realized Krishna, persons who have even once surrendered completely onto his lotus feet, who have become attracted to his name, form, qualities, pastimes, are completely freed from all sinful reactions. For they have thus accepted this true method of atonement. Even in dreams, such surrendered souls do not see Jamraj or his order carriers who are equipped with ropes to bind the sinful. Purport. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 18.66, Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam saranam braja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokhyashyami mam sucha. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reaction. Do not fear. The same principle is described here. Sankirna manah Krishna padara vindo. If by studying Bhagavad Gita one decides to surrender Krishna, he is immediately freed from all sinful reaction. It is also significant that Sukadev Goswami, having several times repeated the words Vasudeva Parayana and Narayana Parayana, finally says Krishna Padara Vindayo. Thus he indicates that Krishna is the origin of both Narayana and Vasudeva. Even though Narayan and Vasudeva are not different from Krishna, simply by surrendering to Krishna, one fully surrenders to all his expansion, such as Narayana, Vasudeva, and Govinda. And Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 7.7, Mattah paratara nanyat, this is no truth superior to me. There are many names and forms of Supreme Personality of Godhead, but Krishna is the Supreme Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Therefore, Krishna recommends to neophyte devotee that one should surrender unto me only, him only, Mamekam. Because neophyte devotees cannot understand what the form of Narayana, Vasudeva, and Govinda are. Krishna directly says Mamekam. Herein, this is also supported by the word Krishna Padara Vindayo. Narayan does not speak personally, but Krishna or Vasudeva does, as in Bhagavad Gita, for example. Therefore, to follow the direction of Bhagavad Gita means to surrender unto Krishna, and to surrender in his way is the highest perfection of Bhakti Yoga. Parikshit Maharaj had inquired from Sukdev Goswami how one can be saved from falling into the various conditions of hellish life. In this verse, Sukdev Goswami answered that a soul who has surrendered to Krishna certainly cannot go to Naraka, hellish existence. To say nothing of going there, even in his dreams, he does not see Jamaraj or his other carriers, who are also to take one there. In other words, if one wants to save himself from falling into the Naraka hellish life, he should fully surrender to Krishna. The word Sakrit, is significant because it indicates that if one sincerely surrender to Krishna once, he is saved even by chance he falls down to committing sinful activities. Therefore, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 9.30, Apichet suduracharo bhajate ma mananyabhag sadureva shamantabyam samyak vyavastito hisha. Even if one commits the most abominable action, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is also to be considered saintly because he is properly situated. If one never for a moment forgets Krishna, he is safe even by chance he falls down by committing sinful acts. In the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita 2.40, the Lord says, Na iha vikrama nasho asti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpam api asya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. In this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution, and a little advancement on the path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. Elsewhere in Gita 6.4, the Lord says, Nahi kalyan krit kasit duragatim tatagachati One who performs auspicious activities never overcome by evil. The highest kalyana, auspicious activity is to surrender to Krishna. That is the only path by which to save oneself from falling down into the hellish life. Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati has confirmed this as follows. Kaivalyam narakayate tridashapru Krishna akasa puspayate durda tena driya kala sarpa patali pruktat damashrayate visham purnam sukhayate vishwam purna sukhayate viddhi Mahindra adidi ch kirtayate yat karunaya kataksha vaivashvatam tam gurum eva sutam. The sinful action of one who has surrendered into Krishna are compared to a snake with a poison fangs removed. Prokrahata damasrayate. Such a snake is no longer to be feared. Of course, one should not commit sinful activities on the strength of having surrendered to Krishna. However, if one who has to surrender to Krishna happens to be something sinful because of his former habits, such sinful actions no longer have a destructive effect. Therefore, one should adhere to the lotus feet of Krishna very tightly and serve him under the direction of the spiritual master. Thus, in all conditions, one will be akuto bhayat, free from fear. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswata Deve Gauravani Pracharine. Nirvishesha Sanyavadi Pasya. Very rare to see multiple numbers, a very good number of reference verses from Srila Prabhupada in his commentary. But we are really unfortunate. We are very fortunate today having so much of reference from Srila Prabhupada with multiple very, very important verses from Bhagavad Gita as well as from various sources. So this is with all of us, right? This is a basic common problem with all of us. We all know Jatasya hi dhruva mrityu dhruva janma mritasya cha tasmat apariharyartham na kasyit kartum arhasi. The great people, dhira people will never lament of death and birth, right? Because it is a universal truth. The principle, if somebody is born, they definitely be going to die. But the biggest fear in this world is what? The mrityu, the death is the biggest fear. Number one fear for all human being, all the creation under the sky. Be it a human, be it a bird, be whatever it be, all the creation, the fear, the number one fear is death. But if you are really intelligent, the death is not the number one fear, but where we are going after death, that is the number one fear. And this is very, very critical. In Srimad Bhagavatam, if you analyze it, in the previous chapter, in the previous canto, fifth canto, we have seen a lot of description about various types of hell, the hellish condition, and also what the jiva, the kind of jantranas, the punishment are there awaiting for this, for the living being to undergo. And if anybody listens very carefully, it is so precarious condition there, and sometimes if get very perturbed listening here that. But immediately after description of these hellish conditions and hellish places, Sukdev Goswami described about a wonderful pastime, that is Ajambal Stuti, Ajambal Lila, Ajambal Lila. Ajambal, story of Ajambal, right? And this is a solace and this perfect solution for all living being. What is the solution here we are talking about? The solution is the surrender to the Lord. And even forget about going to the hellish condition. Even the Jamraj and the Jamdut will never come to your dream even. What is the solution? The surrender, very wonderfully it is given. What is the word? The word is given here. Krishna Padara Vindayo. Krishna Padara Vindayo. Kalashekar Ibn says, Samasritai Padapallabam Plabam Mahatpadam Punya Jasho Murare Bhava Ambadho Vasya Param Padam 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 Jat Vipadam Natesham. This has already been described wonderfully in Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, various times. Daivesha Gunamai Mama Maya Durattaya. These are all arrangement of the Lord, arrangement of rewards and punishment. Rewards, various rewards in the form of happiness and pleasurable places. Sargalok, Taparlok, Janarlok, right? Brahmalok, Brahmasuk, Swargasuk, Tap, Tapasikshuk, Gandharvashuk. There are various types of pleasurable places, pleasantry, and one can enjoy lives after life. Millions of years you can enjoy there. These are kind of enjoyments, places Lord has given if you are doing pious activities. But simultaneously, He has also given these hellish places as a punishment places. But think about us as a human being in the citizen of India or citizen of any other countries. If you are a great citizen, will definitely be rewarded. Various rewards are awaited for great citizens, right? Padma, what is that? Padma Bhushan, all kind of confrontations with wonderful awards and also this kind of facilities will be given. But similarly, there are a good number of punishment as well in the jail, in the various torture, or all kind of hellish activities are there. And these are all the part and parcel of the country constitution. Similarly, the Lord has all the arrangement in the form of rewards and punishment, and there are various demigods being taking care of that. But overseeing that, the Krishna is saying, Maya prakriti suyate sacharacharam. Hetu nanena kunteya jagat biparivartate. And also he has given all the arrangement to Jogamaya or Durga Devi. And he says, Devi Esha Gunamai Mama Maya Durattaya. Mame Vaja Prapadyanti Maya Vetantarantite. The only way, only and only way, sublime way is to get rid from all these material clutches is to surrender to Krishna. Surrender to Krishna. And Prabhupada, in the very first verse, he says, Sarva Dharman Paritej. We lament. We are always fearful. And because of the fear, we always remain in the state of anxiety. Remain in anxiety, in this fearful state, as they become a part and parcel of the human life. Sada Samud Bhignam Dhyat Asat Grihat. And because we are beholding the untruth in our mind, in our Chetana, be Chetasaha. That's why we always in form of anxiety and the fear. But Krishna says, just change the direction of your Chetana. Change the direction of your consciousness, and just surrender to me. Just surrender to me. And in the very last word, in the very last sentence, Prabhupada says, thus in all conditions, one will be akuto bhayat. And in order to do that, in order to free from all bhaya, that means akuto bhayat, what you need to do? Adhere to the lotus feet of Krishna very tightly and serve him under the direction of spiritual master. This is the condition. And in the very first, the purport, the beginning of the purport, Prabhupada says we need to take surrender. But we are the mundane people, we are the mundane human being, we don't know how to surrender. We don't know the art of surrender. We don't know the art of surrender, right? And in order to surrender properly, we need to have a direction well set by our Guru, spiritual master. Ramanujacharya's one of his disciples wanted to understand. He's a very, very ardent devotee, and he kept on writing good number of articles and the commentaries of Bhagavad Gita, and he became very popular among this Tamil Nadu and Karnataka places, right? He was so popular during that time, and he was writing commentaries, and people used to love this commentary, love reading those commentaries. And one day he came to his guru Sri Ramanujacharya, and Prabhu, he says, "Oh, my spiritual master, please help me. How can I understand the essence of the surrendering?" Krishna says, he quoted this Sarvadharman Parityajya, and please teach me how I can surrender to Krishna. Though we know theoretically says just surrender, but practically it is very difficult. Because the moment we take surrender, somebody will say, "Oh my God, you raised your hand, you're doing nothing." Then everything goes in toss. We talk something, our ego burst and says, "How can I surrender?" My mind will say, "No, put all your efforts, plan, do all this done." And thereafter we'll raise and say, "Moghasha, Mogha Karmana, Mogha Jnanam Vichetasha." Everything will turn around. And this is how our surrender get tested. And similarly, this disciple comes to Sri Ramanujacharyams and asking, "Gurudev, please tell me what is surrender and teach me how can I be surrendered to Krishna." And during that time, Sri Ramanujacharya's Guru's daughter, she comes to I forget the name, please forgive me. And she comes here and says, "My mother-in-law is torturing me. My mother-in-law is giving all the household work to me, and everything is overburden for me. I cannot tolerate it. And when I request for a maid or house help, she says, 'You go to your father and arrange a maid for me, for yourself. We cannot afford that. And without without the service of others, I cannot tolerate it. I cannot do it. I'm getting a lot of pains.'" Now Ramanujacharya look at his disciple who is asking for surrender, and he says, "Why don't you go and serve her? Please serve for 3 months and come back to me." 3 months was passed away. He served her with beautifully, because this is Guru's instruction. He followed it very meticulously, bringing water from the well, cleaning utensils, everything, doing all household works. Though he is a very alert and a very highly vidwan, but he without, because the Guru's instruction. After 3 months, he came back, and Guru says, "3 months is not enough. You go back again." And he went back, served another 3 months. Now, after 3 months, that is already 6 months gone, he come to Ramanujacharya and straightly fallen under his lotus feet. "Oh Guru Maharaj, thanks for your mercy. Thanks for your kind blessings, because of which I could understand the real Saranagati." This is Saranagati. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chittate Kariyakya Arana Kariha Manayasa. Sri Guru Charane Rati Ehi se Uttama Gati Ja Prasade Pure Sarvasa. The only way we can understand the essence of the surrender is by understanding the instruction of Guru and discharging this and serving him with utmost care and utmost commitment. That is Saranagati. And with this instruction and with this story, what we understand, the instruction of Guru is so powerful that intentionally, though we are unable to understand, but within this instruction lies our betterment. With this instruction lies the learning, the hidden agenda of Guru. What is the hidden agenda of Guru? Is to upliftment of this disciple so that he absorbs in the lotus feet of Krishna. And this how Guru is merciful. Tader charana sevi. Unless we serve Nitai pada kamala koti chandra sushitala. Unless we serve the lotus feet of Guru, we cannot serve the lotus feet of Krishna. Unless we serve the lotus foot, unless we surrender to the lotus feet of Guru, we can never be able to take shelter of Krishna. This is the process. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena shivaya. So this is Krishna's arrangement. so that we take the shelter of Guru's lotus feet, and that lotus feet will lead us to Krishna's lotus feet. And Krishna's lotus feet will again give us the Guru's lotus feet. This is vice versa. This is the cycle. This is the arrangement, perfect arrangement from Krishna. And that's why we'll be able to understand the real meaning of Saranagati. And once we surrender to lotus feet of Guru and lotus feet of Krishna, what happens? The mercy flows. Forget about the hellish condition. Forget about the rivers like what you call Taparlok, Janarlok. And Krishna even says, Brahma Bhuvana Loka Pratyavartana Arjuna. Right? Mamupatvetu Kuntaya Punarjanma Navidyate. Punarjanma Dukhalema Sasutam. Never. Na Apunarabrutti. There'll be no coming back, right? Forget about the Brahmalok, Taparlok, Janarlok, Maharlok, right? Swargalok, Gandharvalok, Pitrulok. Forget all these. These are all rivers. Forget about the rivers. And Sukhdev Goswami is very merciful because he's answering the question of Parikshit Maharaj. Yena Atma Suprasiddhati. Don't tell me when he's going and coming back again. Tell me what is the ultimate benefits of the living Atma, of the Atma. Atma Suprasiddhati. Give me this instruction. But the Atma gets the highest position, established the real position. The establishment of the real position is this condition. Who is this ultimate inquisitiveness for a living being? And what is the ultimate answer? Why? What answer he has given? Savai punsam parodharma jato bhaktir adhukhyaje ahe tukyam apratihatam jatmanam saprasiddhati. Jatmanam prasiddhati. This is the ultimate answer. Kena atma suprasiddhati. What is the way? Where? Now he has given the answer. The only way and the only place, the ultimate benefit, the ultimate position, ultimate establishment for a Atma is where? In the lotus feet of Krishna. And how to achieve? Savai punsan parodharma jato bhakti adhukhyaje. By discharging the responsibility, discharging the devotional service unto the lotus feet of Krishna. And that is the parodharma. We in the human form, in this metal age of Kali, that we talk about the char dharma, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, purushartha, but we never talk about the purushartha, param purushartha, jato bhakti radhukyaje. And how? Ahetukya apratihatam, unconditionally. And also apratihatam, undiminishing way, consistent doing. 16 rounds in a day. Prabhupada have set up this standard. 16 rounds a day. Sarvanam, Kirtanam, Vishnus, Sarvanam, each and every day. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Right? Each and every day. Not on Ekadashi, not only on Krishna Janmashtami. Each and every day. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. And this is how what to do? We establish our Atma at our original position. Rishabdev also given the same instruction, right? Nayam deha dehanubhaja nirloke kastan kama na arahasi vidvujan. Tapo divyam putrata jena suddhita shatta jasmin anantasu. Right? You need to establish the real dharma of a human being is to establish himself in the original position. Establishing ourselves in the original position from where we deserve. Not in this hellish condition, not in this metal world. And that is the essence of Srimad Bhagavatam. That is the essence of all our Shastra. That is the essence of all the Vedas and Purana. Vedishcha sarvei rahameva vidya. The only objective of Vedas, even the Shastras, is to know Krishna. And knowing is not enough. Though Krishna says, Vasudevam sarvamiti samahatma sudurlava. Though Krishna says, just by knowing you got delivered. But knowing is not enough. What is the requirement? The requirement is to loving him. And we can learn the art of loving only through gurus and sadhu sangha. Krishna bhakti janma mul hoy sadhu sangha. The beginning of Krishna bhakti, though we know, but the beginning of Krishna bhakti, the responsibility of delivering, the responsibility of discharging the devotional service is in association of the Krishna bhakta. And Prabhupada highlighted this, right? And now what happens? Now Prabhupada says, Krishna says, there is no, for example, there was a question by Arjuna, what happens? Suppose fall down. And even he has given the example. There are plenty of clouds, and one small clouds get separated from the main clouds, and gradually he goes away and he vanished. But do you think that Krishna Bhakta will be like that? Those who will be taking some steps, following some steps, and now gradually they fall down. And Krishna says very clearly, so powerfully, he says, no, never. Kuntiya pratijana hi name bhakta pranishyati. O Kunti Putra, Arjun, declare to the whole world that my bhakta will never fall down. They may seem fall down sometimes. Apichetu sudurachara vajate mam ananyabhak. Those who keep on chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. They keep on chanting, but sometimes they looks like they're falling down. But please be noted, sadhureva shamantabhya, they should be considered as sadhu. Though they looks falling down from outside, but from deep inside, they keep on chanting the name, my name. They're always engrossed in my consciousness, Krishna Chaitanya. Kuntiya pratijana hi name bhakta pranishyati. Now he says, apichetu sudurachara bhajate mam ananyabhak sadhureva shamantabhya. And he says this should be considered as the sadhu. Because why? They will be coming back again. Kipram bhavati dharmatma. Sats. Satsat santi nigachati. Konte pratijana hi name bhakta pranishyati. They will never fall down. And Prabhupada, in order to support this, he again quoted a very wonderful verse. Na iha vikramanasha asti pratyabhayana vidyate. There is no reciprocation. We take medicine, right? Sometimes the medicine get ill effect. We get reaction. You get itching, maybe the swelling. Not many things happens, and we throw away this medicine. Throw away those medicine, and we go back to the doctors. But doctor, I got unconscious. Doctor, I got on unconscious. Then what to do? The doctor says, no, just leave this medicine. Thereafter, we visit to another doctors. We say, no, the doctor is not good. He's giving the brufen, which is highly allergic to me. In spite of speaking to me. But Krishna says, this Mahoshadhi, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given, Gulakera Premadhana Harinama Sankirtana, has given this wonderful Mahoshadhi, right? And what is the Mahoshadhi? Talks about it, eradicate each and every disease that we all have. That is that mental level and this intelligence level and the conscious level as well. Harinama Premadhana. Golakera Premadhana. Harinama Sankirtana. That the Mahoshadhi has given. And even if you are taking this Mahoshadhi, what happens? There is no reaction. No ill or bad reaction. Na iha avikrama nasha asti pratyavayana vidyate. It is just deposited in your saving accounts. That is locked by Krishna. Is never going to be diminishes. Today you are saving 1 crore rupees, and after 10 years you kept it in the logger. That 1 crore rupees will be, what happens? This value will be gradually coming down and down and down, because the inflation will be taking care of that. The inflation will be over and over above that. So the value of 1 crore will not be same. But what about Krishna Bhakti? Krishna says there will be value will be retained. Value will never come down. Na iha vikramanasha asti pratyavayana vidyate. Sualpam api yasya dharmasya. Even you do a superlative degree, superlative lash number, fraction of that you have undergone, discharged once, that will never, 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 never come down, but also will always keep you protecting, protecting, and protecting from all big miserable things. And what is the bhaya? The biggest bhaya for a devotee? The bhaya could be different from different conscious people, in the materially conscious people. But what is the biggest fear for a devotee? The biggest fear for a devotee is to falling down from its position and losing the devotee association. Keep a note. The biggest fear for a devotee is to losing the devotee association, isolation, devotee association. This is the biggest fear, because this is the energy that comes from the energy of devotional service comes from devotee association. That's why this is the biggest fear. But what Krishna says, Trayate Mahato Bhaya. Even keep on chanting, even if you're a small fraction, that will also help you protecting from this fear. And this is how we understand we can stay away. Forget about meeting that in front. But even if it will not come even the dream, never go. In fact, Jamraj, he instructed his army, never even go to the dream of the devotee. Those who has taken the shelter of chanting, those who have taken the shelter of Krishna's Charanavinda, Padaravinda, right? And this is how we discuss about Krishna consciousness. This is the power of chanting. This is the power of listening Srimad Bhagavatam. And Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, Chetasa sarva karmani mai shanyasya matpara. Buddhi yoga upasritya matchitta satatam bhava. How we can practically apply this particular things in my life, being always in Krishna consciousness, always absorbed in the Krishna consciousness. If you're not in Krishna consciousness, the opposite will bound to happen. That is Bichetasa, Moghasha. The opposite of this is completely, if you understand this, the material form of life. Moghasha, Mogha Karmana, Mogha Jnanam, Bichetasa. Opposite to that, Krishna instructed us, don't be fall trap of this. Come out of this trap. And what is the way? Chetasa sarva karmani. Be conscious about all the action that you are doing. Whatever you are doing, just be conscious about that. Every action that we put should be carefully, devotees are always very, very careful about the action they are doing. The small action, whatever small things they are eating, whatever their small things they are speaking, whatever the things they are listening, the path they are walking, the place they are visiting, the people they are associating, right? The small things, whom they are giving, the very, very small practical things, they are very, very careful about that. Otherwise, what will happen? The be chetasaha. It will take away our Krishna consciousness. And devotee is very, very careful, very sincerely they think about that. Chetasa sarva karmani. Mai shanyasya matparaha. Give it for the service of me and go above that. Balah balavatamaham kama raga vivarjita, right? Put in that point of action. Whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm serving, whatever, everything is for the service of Krishna. Mai shanyasya matparaha. And how can we do that? We don't have that intelligence. We don't have the mind. We don't have that capability. Krishna says, no, don't do that. What you need to do? Be dependent on my buddhi yoga. Surrender to my buddhi yoga. Buddhi yoga upasritya. Be dependent on the intelligence I'll be giving it to you, providing to you. Then the intelligence will come. We sometimes come across with various problem in life, right? The problem is so difficult to surmount, right? It looks like the hill, right, or mountain. But if we get the instruction from guru, or maybe the sadhus, and even sometimes this instruction come from Krishna, and with that intelligence, what happens, we find a way out. And which this the problem which are looking like a hill or mountain now started looking like a small people's, right? That is the power of intelligence, buddhi yoga. And Krishna says, buddhi yoga upasritya machitta satatam bhava. This is how we can take care of our life. We can take care of ourselves. And this is how we take the support of Guru and Parampara and understand the real essence of Saranagati. Theoretically, it is very easy, but practically, it is extremely difficult. And for that, we need to take and follow the instruction of Guru. Guru Mukha Padma Bhakya Chittate Kariya Akya Arana Kariha Punayasha. Having complete faith on Guru, that Guru, whatever Guru says, whatever Guru instruct me, that is the only essence for my life. And I should obey, I should fully, with committedly, I should discharge that responsibility. And I can understand the real Saranagati. And Guru will take me to Krishna Loka, Krishna's place, Krishna's lotus feet. And this is the essence of this Bhagavad Gita, this slok, Srimad Bhagavatam slok. How to take shelter of Guru. Right? Hare Krishna, thank you very much. If you have any questions or any points to be added, please kindly, I welcome all of you. And thank you for listening it very carefully. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. If you can have any things to add or any questions, we can take 2-3 questions.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Prabhuji, the story you narrated that is relating to Sharanagati, that is Ramanujacharya and disciples, was simply super, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank
It
you,
has
Prabhu.
given us really the meaning of serving Guru and surrendering to the Lord, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji. So, Prabhuji, just one question, a small question. So, surrendering, regarding surrender, the accept the concept which you have explained is very good. Okay, so which I take that point very seriously. But thing is that people who does not know any concept, for example, there is a layman who does not know any concept, but there is only single thing that he trusts in his guru, and he does not know the word also, like Sharanagati. There is something principle called Sharanagati, but he simply trusts the holy feet of his guru, and he listens to whatever guru orders him. He follows the advice of his guru simply, whatever he says. Do you consider that as a Sharanagati, or what do you say? I am talking about a layman principle who does not know the words, but is very. He has lot of trust on the holy feet of guru, and he has trust on the words of the guru. So, for such a person, do you think the Sharanagati principle? The
Applies.
Sharanagati principle has to be known, or he simply will be working for him.
Okay. Prabhu, first of all, the word layman does not exist. This is a material world. Why so? Behind every creation, right, there is soul. There is soul. And every soul has got Sat Chit Anand. The material covering could be different. He may say is externally intelligent. He may say materially, externally very stupid, right? But internally he is empowered. He is embodying a soul that is full of Sat, Chit and Anand. Sometimes what happens, we don't even require an iota of intelligence or iota of external knowledge, or maybe iota of spiritual, the concept also. But the Atma is so powerful that each and everything he understands is empowered. An example, it is a wonderful example of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu meeting a Brahmana in Sri Ranganath Khetra, right? Sri Rangam. When he saw the Brahmana sitting under the tree, holding upward down, and Bhagavad Gita and crying, what happens? He does not know. He does not, Gopinath, right? Sorry. He does not know how to read Bhagavad Gita. He does not know what is the story behind Bhagavad Gita. He does not know what is there in Bhagavad Gita. He does not know the content of Bhagavad Gita. But he was sitting each and every day consistently, day after day, day after day, day after day. Why he is going through? When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw this, when the children's camps and rebuked Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have a wonderful, intelligent persons who is sitting behind this, under this banyan tree, under this tree, and he's the most intelligent man. You go and meet him. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw him. What he is doing? He's sitting under the tree, holding Bhagavad Gita and crying. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, what do you do? He says, I don't read Bhagavad Gita. I don't know what is there in the contents. I don't know how to read Bhagavad Gita. I don't know how to read even. Then why you're crying, understanding, without understanding? He just looks this Bhagavad Gita and says, I'm crying because how the most, magnanimous Krishna, who is the owner of this entire cosmos, is becoming a charioteer and following the instruction of Arjuna. And I'm so unfortunate that my guru instructed me to read Bhagavad Gita and I don't know how to read. There are two things. One is the deep, deep bhava, which does not require any kind of knowledge. It does not require any theoretical knowledge, but the bhava is spontaneous. And second is just ardently following the instruction, Guru Mukha Padma Bhakya Chittate Karyakya. That is enough to liberate you. Annamacharya, you know that? Annamacharya, right? He does not know how to read, but if you go to Tirupati, there will be plenty of Annamacharya's place, right? How come that be? Just by following the instruction of Guru. And that's how this is beyond the concept, beyond the theory, it is all practical. As a human being, as a loving creature of the Lord, even, for example, the bird never read, right? How to sing beautifully, but they're singing. The lion does not write or read theories, but it roars. The tiger never know he never go to how to haunt a creature, but they haunt. How this energy is coming? All the energies are coming from the Krishna. It is the arrangement of the Lord. So this everything are spontaneous. The relationship with Guru and Krishna, this relationship with Guru and disciple is also spontaneous. These are all anubhuti, atmanubhutya, anubhuti. And atma anubhuti does not require any theoretical knowledge. It is practical. But that practical for us, yes, we require the instruction, we require knowledge because we are not in that state. Our bhava is not purified yet. We are contaminated with the material things. Our consciousness are contaminated. And we have a pride that we know many things. And because of the pride, we tend to surpass the instruction of gurus, trying to surpass the instruction of the Shastra. And in order to get rid of this, we require the instruction because the anubhuti has not come to that level to us. Right, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Correct. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much,
Thank
Prabhu.
you. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Radhe Shri Krishna Prabhu. Yes, Prabhuji, please go ahead, Prabhu. I think you raised your hands.
Yes, Prabhu. You have any question, Prabhu, or any comments?
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Arjuna
Krishna.
Sakha Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu.
Okay. So thank you very much for a wonderful class, Prabhu. As usual, you quote so many Bhagavad and so many references so nicely. Wonderful, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Just add the Prabhu's question. Blindly accepting or surrendering to a holy feet of Guru is a Sharanagati. Yes, if that Guru is surrendered to Krishna, is a Sharanagati. To whom he is surrendering, he also should be surrendered to Krishna. Otherwise, maybe if he is not in a pure, then may not be Sharanagati. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. This is such a wonderful and sublime points, Prabhu. Thank you very much. And our whole, the concept of Guru Parampara is all the same, right? And I would like to, Prabhu, don't, if you allow me, I can just would like to add one more points, Prabhu. Prasadeshwar, Prabhu. If you allow me, I would like to add.
Yes, Prabhu, please go ahead. It's your.
Prabhupada sometimes say, I was listening to a lecture from Prabhupada, Bhagavad Gita 7.1 and 2. And Prabhupada say very boldly and very high pitch, Jada ustad बनने की जरूरत नहीं. You don't have to be intelligent enough. Be a postman. Just be like a postman. What Krishna says, Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Saranam Braja. Just follow it. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu followed it. Just Krishna says, Sarvadharman Parityajya. So I request you to surrender to the lotus feet of Guru. And his disciple also said the same thing. Just take the surrender to the lotus feet of the Krishna. And I am also instructing the same thing. So we don't have to add, be like a postman. The Guru should be like a postman. Just like a postman. And what is the business of the postman? Just give as it is. The letter has come from a source, delivered to a destiny without adding a single word, without adding a single letter. So this is the definition of our Guru Parampara. Nah, we are not adding anything. And Guru says, our instruction happens. The Guru should always absorb in Krishna consciousness. That is the quality of a Guru. Tasmat Guru Prapadyana. There is also a quality of a disciples. Who can surrender? The only one who can surrender to Guru, who is inquisitive to understand the real essence and the ultimate benefit of the Atma. He only can surrender to Guru. Tasmat Guru Prapadyet Jigyasum Sriyamuttamam. Only he is very much interested in understanding what is the Sri ultimate benefit for this Atma. He can go to that. And the Guru, the qualification, Shabda Pareta Nisnatam, he has already taken bath 100 times on this Shastras, and he understands the essence of the Shastra. Vasudevam Sarvamiti. And Krishna Prema is the objective, only and only goal of living being. Is very clear, precise, and very, very essentially understand this essence. And if he speaks nothing except Krishna, is qualified to be Guru. And when we are following to the surrender, we are surrendering to this Guru who is absorbed in Krishna consciousness fully. He speaks nothing other than Krishna. He speaks nothing other than this the logics Krishna Tattva. Jai Krishna Beti Tattva, say Guru Hai. Then what happens? Then our benefits, our ultimate benefits is bound to happen. And Arjuna did that, same thing, right? Sisyaste aham sadhi mam tvam prapannam. That is the power of Saranagati. Thank you, Prabhu.
To get that Krishna prema is so difficult, Prabhu.
Hey, Hari. Mataji, you are already there. I know that.
Yes, Prabhu. Sena desena Krishna bhakti rasa bhavitamati kriyatamati.
Yes. Api jati kutopi labhyate. Lolyam api ekahi. Right, Mataji? That's lolyam. Unless we have the luluptata, the lolyam. It's too difficult. And you get carried away very easily, right? You get carried away very easily. Dhyayato vishayan punsam. Immediately the glittering things happens. immediately our mind got attracted.
And
Somebody is earning a lot of money, the mind comes in our mind, oh my God, when can I learn so much of money and also enjoy in my life, right? That attracts us. But Guru is merciful and Guru will protect us. Yes, he will give in the shielding for us.
pull
He
us
will
back.
standing just in front of us, right, Mother?
He'll pull us back.
He will pull us back. Oh, don't, you stupid, don't go there.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu.
You stupid, you nonsense. If Prabhupada says, you stupid, you nonsense, you're running after this, don't go there. That will pull you down to hell. This is the mercy of Guru.
Wonderful.
Prabhupada, the Guru chastise, the real Guru chastise you. He'll not praise you, he'll chastise you.
Yes.
Because his only business in the deep interest and business is to your betterment.
One who loves you will chastise you.
Right, correct, Mataji. You chastise your peasants, Mataji, right? Because as a doctor, how do you do that? That is, you always think betterment of your patients.
Yes.
And if they're not taking medicine, they're not taking proper habits, what they do? You chastise them, right? The
Yes.
similar things. Prabhupada also does the same. Guru, same things. The only interest is to your betterment, the disciples' betterment. Otherwise, in this world, my Guru says, Lobhi Guru Lalchi Chela, Narak mein jaake Thellam Thela. This is Hindi words, right? Lobhi, the greedy Guru, and Lalchi Chela. Lobhi Guru, this very miserly Guru. Sometimes the so-called Guru as miseries, they only hankering after money, honey, and they have some Lalchi Chela, the greedy Chelas.
Disciples.
And both of them will fall down and they will fight with each other in the hell. Lobhi Guru Lalchi Chela, Narak mein jaake Thellam Thela. And we are very proud that I have taken shelter of Guru. But that will lead to nowhere. Nitai pada kamala kuti chandra susitala je chhaya jagat judaye. Binu nitai pada bhai Radha Krishna paive nahi. Dhara charana Drudha kari charana dukani. Dono, just be very, very tightly. Behold the lotus feet of Nityanand, who is the representative of the Guru. That is the ultimate. That is the ultimate benefit for us. There is no other way, no other way, no other way. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Name Kevala. And Guru only can help us chanting the holy name properly. Nobody else, nobody else, nobody else. That's all. Thank you very much to everyone.
Dandavad Pranam, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandavad Pranam, Prabhu. Very nice lecture today, Prabhu. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you very much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So, Prabhu, the time is 8:15 now. So,
yeah, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
वैष्णव नमो नमः
नमाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर जय श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की जय गुरु गौरांग की जय श्री श्री राधा विनोद की जय गुरु गौरांग की जय जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotee all glories to assembled devotee all glories to assembled devotee. Hare Krishna.
Dhanavad Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Thank you for your nice lecture.
Hare Krishna devotees. Dandavad Pranam. I'll end the Zoom session now. Thank you very much.